Hey guys, welcome back to Day of the Tentacle Remastered. So in the previous episode we freed Laverne and we got her disguised as a tentacle so that she can walk around the tentacle-dominated dystopian future world. Now we need to address the individual objective of each of the three characters. So with Hoagie and Laverne, you have to get their chronogens powered up so that they can return to the present day. And with Bernard, you have to get a huge diamond in order to power the time machine. Now, we'll give the help wanted sign to Hoagie and the flyer for the Hoover to Hoagie. And with Hoagie himself, he should have, the letter for Red Edison saying come to Baltimore. We'll give that to Bernard. Okay. And now we'll go upstairs. Now if you remember in the first episode when we watched the TV, there was a shopping channel which was advertising an enormous diamond for $2 million.
And I thought glow-in-the-dark fake doo-doo was such a good idea.
Okay, we'll give the letter to this guy.
Hey, there's a letter here for you.
For me? Probably another rejection slip. Oh well.
Notice how much he looks like John Hancock in the past.
You're brilliant. What a novel design. Come to Baltimore at once.
See ya. Okay, now we can take his flag gun. And if you remember, the incredibly annoying guy with the exploding cigars has a cigar lighter that is shaped like a gun. So we need to swap them over.
What's that strange hovering saucer-shaped object?
Huh? I don't see anything.
Oh, never mind.
One of the things that Bernard can say then when he swaps them over is, look behind you, a three-headed monkey, which is of course an homage to the Monkey Island series, which is coming soon on this channel, by the way. A little bit of hype for you there.
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
Nice cigars.
I import them from the finest Cuban munitions factories. So, want another cigar?
Oh yes.
Okay, but only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that? I don't get it.
Shame. Thank you.
Get lost, kid.
And now we can give the real cigar lighter to Hoagie and the cigar to Hoagie. And we have to go down to the Great Hall. Main hall thing. Main hall, sorry. Yeah, look, you see John Hancock looks and sounds exactly like that depressed salesman. Okay.
Excuse me. Yes? Mr. President, may I offer you an excellent smoke? Can you also provide me with a light? Sure. Well, in that case...
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Blast, I hate it when that happens. See if you can't find those for me, will you? There's a good lad.
Now, before I do the next part, I'm just going to talk to John Hancock here to get some context.
Yo.
Hello?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Alright, enough
Well,
whining,
I gotta
Hancock.
go, dude.
So yeah, we need to build a fire, but Thomas Jefferson won't give up the log. So, what we can do is give those chattering teeth to George Washington.
Could you use these? Why, thank you, young man. Strange. I wonder if I should cut down on the coffee.
Hey, Tom, look! The father of our nation is cold. Better build a fire.
You're right. Huh? I guess you can have my log.
Me? Why should I build the fire? You build the fire.
I'm bothered by the smoke. You build the fire.
I'm bothered by your attitude. You build the fire.
No, you build the fire, Mr. Penmanship.
No, you build the fire, log lover.
No, you build the fire.
No, you build the fire.
Okay,
You big baby.
now he's nice and warm, we can take his blanket and use it to cause some shit. No, don't go in there. Oops, that was... didn't mean to do that. I meant to go up the stairs. All the way up, unfortunately. And out the window. So gross. And now we can put Hancock's blanket over the chimney. Very irresponsible.
Okay, who was the idiot who started the fire?
Right, now we're all sorted, we can go all the way down again. Hooray! And I realised that actually we probably should have stopped in Red Edison's lab for a moment there, but never mind. Just quickly get down here. And we may as well go in here because there was something I needed to do. If we give him the help wanted sign.
What's this? Help wanted, moronic drone, assist genius, yada yada yada. Well, I'm the only genius around, and you look dumb enough. So pick up your lab coat and get to work.
Can do, sir, can do. Pick up the lab coat, pick up the left-handed hammer.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
So quite obvious what we need to do with that. Okay, let's go back in here. And we can take the gold-plated quill pen. So that's the gold that we needed.
It looks pretty clear in here now. Say, did you get the pen on our way out?
No,
I found a blanket blocking the chimney.
Son, do you know anything about a blanket? Didn't the dude next to you have one earlier?
Uh,
Hey.
He's a
catch you
grass.
later.
Alright then. So we have the gold. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, we have the gold. So now we have everything we need. Oh no, we don't. We need vinegar. And if you remember, we put the bottle of wine in the time capsule to be dug up 400 years later, which is in Laverne's time. So we can go grab that now, but what we need before that happens is Hoagie's can opener. So we go up the stairs. Oh, these interesting looking characters are contestants in the human judging contest.
Stupid tentacle.
And here we go. There's the time capsule. Let's open it with the can opener. And over 400 years the wine has turned into vinegar, which we can pick up and then give back to Hoagie. Now we have everything we need. And so we've already given him the oil, so we'll give him the gold.
Ah, excellent. I need that for my super battery.
And the vinegar.
Ah, the final element for my ingenious battery. Stand back, boy. Give me room to work. A miracle of modern science. It will look lovely here on the shelf until I take it with me to Baltimore.
Not if I've got anything to do with it.
Don't look now, but the British are coming, dude.
Eh? Where? Is that supposed to be funny? I'm very busy.
Gullible idiot. Right, we've got the battery. Now all we need to do is charge it. And in another homage to Back to the Future, we need a bolt of lightning in order to generate the 1.21 gigawatts of energy, or whatever. So, we have to make it rain. And the way we can make it rain is to tempt fate. Which I can't do yet, because I need to go back into the kitchen for a moment. If we go through here, and we use the bucket with the water pump, trademark butt slam, and we have a bucket of water. And if we use the soap with the bucket of water, we have soapy water and a brush. Now, as anyone with a car will know, the easiest way to make it rain is to tempt fate by washing your car when it's dirty. It will then immediately start raining. So, let's do that.
Dum-de-dum. Looks like a big storm. See, this is why I never wash my car.
Very wise, sir.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, it's you.
Where are you going? What about your experiment?
Even science sometimes gets cold on account of rain, my boy.
But how are you ever going to get lightning if you're not going to stand out in a storm?
To be frank, which I am, I don't know. The science of electrodynamics, much like your mind apparently, is still in a state of relative infancy. Back to the drawing board, I say.
What a genius.
What an idiot. Right. Now, when he was flying the kite earlier on, remember what the kite looked like? It was white with a pocket in it. So, it's quite obvious. Oops. what we need to do here. Give him the lab coat.
I got something good for you, mister. Mister.
Mr. Brainstorm? Yes, hand it over. Doesn't this belong to somebody?
Yeah, Red Edison.
Ah. I'm sorry, but the man has no vision. A lightweight, durable fabric like this going to waste down in his basement. When I'm done with it, it will fly. Eureka! The all-season Francocopter, ready to make history.
Stop spitting on me.
No, there's no fuse.
So, what do I light?
For the last time, you're not going to light anything. You just push it.
The whole time? How am I going to get up that high?
Listen, just wait for me to say the word now. Then push the kite into the air, all right?
I'm on you, lasagna.
Let's hope so.
Okay, and now we can quickly put the super battery into the pocket. And then... oh.
No!
Okay, push the kite.
Whee!
She's handling
There it goes.
kinda funny.
You got it. Just hang on there.
She's too heavy. I can't control her.
Hang on, Ben. Hang on.
She's breaking up. She's breaking up. Run for your life.
Coward.
Now that was interesting.
Yeah. Say, can I see that kite for a second?
No, I'm taking it back to my lab in Philly right now so I can study the results. Wish me luck. I never got your name.
It's Hoagie, sir.
Nice working with you, Hoagie. I promise to name an invention after you someday.
Gosh, thanks.
Right, the fully charged battery is finally ours. Incidentally, if you leave Hoagie idle for a while, there's one of his idle animations is that he eats a hoagie, which is quite a nice touch. Finally, we can plug in the battery, and the Chronogon is operational.
Whoa.
Okay then. Now, do we have anything that anyone else needs? Yes, Laverne needs the squeaky mouse. And the spaghetti. There's a couple of other things we need to do as Hoagie, even though his... meanwhilest.
Maybe we should add a rule that you can't dump sludge into the water supply.
What manner of fool would do that in the first place?
You're right.
These buffoons causing all the problems. And I'm not just talking about First Amendment problems here. Anyway, we need to go up the stairs. There's a couple of errands that we need to run in order to grab some things that we need for the other characters. So first of all, we need the dentures from this horse, and we can read Bernard's incredibly boring textbook to the horse.
Ahem.
The LALR compiler is constructed by the following method. First, develop a rigorous elective grammar. If the elements have NP completeness, the crunchy factor can be ignored. Blah 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 blah. Whoa.
Okay, now we can pick up the horrible Austin Powers style teeth, and we can go in here. And remember that one of these is left-handed and the other one is right-handed. This guy is obviously right-handed, so we'll swap the hammers over.
Oh no. I've lost it. Oh Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care? Must inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel? I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned. Father was
Such
right.
a fop.
We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino.
Have a cappuccino. Right, now they've swapped
I'm
places.
glad we switched places. I think you're coming out quite well.
And because they've swapped over, the statue in the future becomes right-handed as opposed to left-handed, which means the sword is on the other side of the statue. And so now, if we go upstairs with Bernard, we can push Edna out of the room and she won't be able to spring back again by grabbing onto the statue's sword. So all very clever stuff there. But while we're here, we are going to do a bit of animal cruelty and stuff this hamster in the ice machine.
I'm sorry to do this to you, little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
Okay. And then as Laverne, we can go back to the icebox 200 years later.
Looks like there's some kind of rodent down there.
And we can pick him up. And now we have a frozen hamster. Fantastic. Oh, notice that when Hoagie flushed the spaghetti to Laverne, it became wet, soggy noodles. Because it was flushed through time. Through the toilet thing. Chronojon. Anyway, back to Bernard. And while we're here as well, we can use the crowbar with the candy machine. And pick up this mountain of quarters.
1968? 1974? Oh, 1977.
Such a nerd. Anyway, there's something I forgot we have to do here before we can do the business with Edna. We use the decaffeinated coffee with Dr. Fred's mug.
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up. Must open safe. Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
Okay. So we need to commit some fraudulent behaviour with Bernard in order to transfer a lot of money into Dr. Fred's Swiss bank account. That way we can order that mail order diamond that we need for the time machine. So if we go into the surveillance room and push Edna.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
That is absolutely true. Now notice that Dr. Fred is sleepwalking in the office over here. You see, he's opening his safe. very quickly. And he seems to be stuck on a loop. So what we can do is, we can use the blank videotape that we got from Green Tentacle's room with the VCR. And we can record him opening the safe. There we go.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Okay, and then Dr. Fred has been kidnapped by the IRS. So, what we can do is rewind the tape. Obsolete technology here. And if we play it back in extended play, then we can see in slow motion Fred opening the safe. This gives us the safe combination, so we can open it ourselves. Very cool puzzle. There we go.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us.
Anyway, okay, there we go. Oh, sorry about that. Eject. Right, we have the safe combination. Let's go and get the contract. Oh, one thing I've forgotten to do here, sorry. Trying to do things in the most efficient order that I can, but it's been a long time since I played this game. We can use the disappearing ink with Ed's stamp album.
Hey, wanna see a neat trick?
Sure.
Neat, huh?
My Pony Express stamps. You ruined my Pony Express stamps, not to mention 5 years of therapy. Get out of my room.
Jeez, what a grump. He should really try to find some outlet for those negative feelings.
Okay, now a stamp has fallen out of the book, which we can grab. Pony Express stamp. And we can take the stamp album and we can give it back
Get out of here.
Ed. Bear in mind the disappearing ink has now disappeared.
Hey, you fixed it. I guess I can forgive you now.
Sometimes I do stupid stuff and I don't even know why. As if my body were being controlled by some demented, sadistic puppet master.
That's me.
We all feel that way sometimes.
Alright, so we got the stamp. We're going to need that if we're going to send off the contract. Go back down the stairs and get that contract.
Let's see, it's 101-99957.
Yoink. Okay, now we need two things on this contract before we can send it. We need a stamp, which we have, and we need Dr. Fred's signature. Unfortunately, Dr. Fred is kidnapped and asleep in the attic. So we have got to get him out of there. And if we go back to Hoagie and give the red paint to Bernard, you'll see what we can do. Back to Bernard. Now, the IRS agents are in the first room of the attic, and Dr. Fred is in the second room, tied to a bed, and we can't get to him from the inside, so we have to go up the chimney. Okay. There he is. Covered in red tape. Little bit symbolic there. Let's pull the rope. Okie dokie. And now we go back outside. And we use the rope with the pulley. And we go back down. And we need to enlist the help of our friend, dead cousin Ted.
Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted? Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago. Well, I'd best be on about saving the world.
Anyway, attach the rope to dead cousin Ted. And use the red paint.
Ted is red. See, red Ted.
Alright, nice one. Back up we go. Okay, sorry about that, the game just crashed there for a moment. Guess they need to patch that, whatever just happened. Right, let's pull the rope. Done. Back up the chimney. Okay, and we'll use Ted with Dr. Fred.
Thought I heard something. Everything okay in there? Well, try and keep it down, okay?
Okay, now I've got to get Dr. Fred down to the bottom, so we'll use the rope with Dr. Fred. And once again we'll pull the rope.
Nah, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Oof! Dr. Fred, are you okay? Dr. Fred? I'd better get him to the lab. Well, I got him in here, but he's out cold.
Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.